This is verse 11 of the 6th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. We're in the midst of the Lord's Prayer, in which Jesus is delineating the form of prayer that should be more ideal for those who are followers of His, as opposed to the vain repetition, as He calls it, of those who are in a pagan setting. He's at this point coming to the request for the daily needs. Of course, we construe this to apply to a lot more than daily bread, to all of the various things that are necessary to get along from one day to the next: food, shelter, clothing, that sort of thing, all of it more or less packaged in this simple request. So we have tone. And the accusative here, the masculine article, tone, artone, from artos, which means bread. So the bread, hemon, first person, plural, pronoun, so the bread of us. And then in apposition to it, tone, again the same thing, epiousion. Kind of a hard word to translate, and it rarely is translated as it actually appears. Epi, of course, means on. Ousia has to do with being, so upon being would be the straightforward sense of it, and it has to do with that which is necessary. I depend on certain things. I'm relying on certain things, and my being more or less depends on these things, if I can kind of put it in that way. So the bread of us, the upon which we are dependent, idea. And then dos, this is from didomi, to give. This is the second person singular, aorist active imperative. So give, indirect object. So humen, give to us. This is the dative plural of the first person pronoun. So give to us. And then semeron. This is actually an indeclinable adverb. We'd translate it daily, would be the idea. Doing something on a daily basis, for example, is the notion. So give that upon which we depend to us on a daily basis, day by day, as the need arises, is the simple request. It's a request, of course, that goes straight to the basic needs we have as human beings, dependent on things for our survival, and it's perfectly appropriate to bring our requests for such things to God, as Jesus legitimizes here in this particular aspect of the Lord's Prayer.